folks. So we have here what I believe is a fairly common problem on the early to mid 2000s Ford Explorers, which is the check charging system light flashing on and off. I've seen a lot about this on the internet, but I haven't really seen a good video on how to fix it. So I'm going to put this together and it will demonstrate at least what it took to fix it on my particular vehicle. And we're going to cut over to me correcting the problem. Okay, so here's the alternator on a 2005 Ford Explorer. I bought this particular vehicle for $2,500 as government surplus, and it's actually been an excellent vehicle. I've had to do some minor repairs to it, mostly your regular kind of maintenance stuff. Replaced all the filters and spark plugs and wires and brakes and stuff when I bought it. And having done that, it has now run incredibly reliably for me for about 25,000 miles, and I've had no major issues other than that check charging system light that keeps coming on. So when that started happening, the first thing I did was I checked both the alternator and the battery. The alternator is charging like normal. The battery is just fine. In fact, you can see here, this is a remanufactured alternator that was installed sometime before the vehicle was sold to me. Well, after confirming that the alternator and the battery were fine, the next thing that I did was replace the belt and the belt tensioner as well. So having eliminated the alternator, the battery, the belt, and the belt tensioner, I was still getting that error saying check charging system. So the next thing that I started doing was I looked at these cables here, and I checked to see if anything was frayed or broken or had been damaged, and all the cabling was fine. So then I came in here and I started looking at the connections. You've got your ground, and what ultimately, at least for me, solved it, and since I've done this, I haven't had an issue. The warning light has gone off, it hasn't come back on, was I came in here and I disconnected this, and I got in there with a cotton swab and I cleaned out the connections, and then I reattached it and I made sure that it was seated all the way in. And since I've done that, I've not had any issues at all. I have probably driven this vehicle 15,000 miles since I did that, and that check charging system light has not come on once. So it's at least in my case, and it might be different on your vehicle, but at least in my case, is a pretty easy, pretty straightforward solution, and I hope that it's just as easy for you.